Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How's everyone doing? I'm JC, and this is JC's Intuitive Tarot, cleansing your space. All right, maybe a little too much. Good Lord. Welcome. This pick a card reading is all about what you are being prepared for next. What next chapter are you being prepared for? Next era, next glow up. We're going to get into it. So if you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. I'm JC. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. Very grateful to have you all here right now. So in today's reading, we have 4 groups. We have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I'm going to move my Palo Santo over here. Might have to open a door. I feel like this is going to be such a good reading, so I might have to crack a window. Okay, so take a minute. If you feel called to more than one pile, please feel free to watch as many. The timestamps will be below. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, all that information is in the description box below. And feel free to come follow me on TikTok as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into group number 1 with the dice. Group number 1. Okay, so the dice rolled out, well, not there, that's 12. It was on 5. So I feel like this is going to be one of your biggest shifts or transformations, or you're being prepared for a really big breakout in your lifetime. It's very, I just feel like group number 1, I was just getting the energy that, I mean, you're group number 1, right? Trailblazers. So let's get into your cards. We have Grace Jones. Learn to be your own sugar daddy. Harness the power of an unexploded bomb, always waiting, always ticking. To ensure survival, prey must become a hunter. Yeah. Okay, we have number 21 with strategy. We have number 10 with storm warning. We have cash doll with finesse. 1, 2, 3, step-by-step process. Notorious. Okay. We have mindfulness, magical power, and buffalo. Let's put it over here. Okay, so group number 1. Whoa. You're fierce, even though we have a buffalo here. You're fierce, but you're grounded in a way. Group number 1, energy check. So just so you know that this is your pile, or this is what you're coming into, and you can feel it, right? You're fierce, okay? You're fierce AF. Some of you, I'm just getting lion, tiger energy. Maybe some of you are Leos. I feel like you're a storm in itself. The thing is, you are fierce, but it's not like it's in a very structured way. I think you have like a very bold energy. I don't know why I'm getting Taurus energy too. Maybe some of you have like Leo and Taurus in your chart, but I get this. One, it's just fierce, but you're structured and you're really pulled together, and you like the finer things, right? And you're very observant. I feel like you're a force to be reckoned with. I feel like you are a storm. The storm warning card, your next era, I think that you are really breaking out and really owning your authentic power, and you're looking like a freaking god or goddess doing it. But there's a sense of finesse and effortless, you know. It's such a beautiful thing because you're powerful, you're extremely powerful, but you're really smart and intelligent. And like I said, you're very pulled together, but you make a statement. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, group one, you come out with a bang, but you have this sensible, grounded side to you. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if most of you were introvert extroverts or extrovert introverts. Like, you're a good, or fire and water. I am getting, you definitely have a decent amount of earth in your chart, but you also have enough fire and passion. And that doesn't have to resonate. It's just the energy that I'm feeling. Because you're very logical. You're very logic. You're very logical. I think that you're extremely intelligent. I feel like when you go through down times, or you just kind of, you go off the beaten path, you go off the beaten path, or maybe you're just not as social as you usually are. But in that time, it's kind of like you rebirth yourself. Group one, a lot of people want to get to know you, okay? A lot of people want to be on your energy. They want to get to know you. And even though you can make very bold moves, but that's according to other people, I feel like, because you are strategic, and it's like you're strategically dropping that tornado where you want to make an entrance or an impact on. I feel like you're very business-minded, but you have this magic to you. I feel like a lot of you are really good dressers, like you're trendsetters. There's a lot of lightning and storm, like even the buffalo, a lot of color. I'm just getting finesse. You are effortless and finesse, and I feel like you're very well-spoken, you're highly intelligent, and you give people enough, but not too much. Or this is what you're coming into. I feel like you've been working on a very big goal, group one. It could have been over a period of time. This is something you've either worked on, because I'm getting very earth, or I'm just getting Taurus energy or Capricorn energy. Very strategic, very patient too with process is what I'm getting. Very observant. I feel like you're somebody who is like a sponge for knowledge or just learning. I feel like you're very much on top of your game in that way, especially if some of you are in tech. I feel like you like to keep up on, I feel like tech stuff, or media, but even though you might not integrate that in your plan, it's like you take it in as inspiration, because you stand very, very strongly in your own magical power. I do feel like a lot of you are trendsetters. You're kind of ahead of the curve in some way, but it comes natural to you, but you're just very, I'm getting quick-witted. You're able to process things very quickly, but you're thinking, it's like you take outside of the box thinking and you put a strategy to it, which brings it down. Like, I feel like group one, not a lot of you, and I'm trying to process this. A lot of you you're inspired, you can be inspired by things, but you just march to the beat of your own drum. I feel like you're very outside of the box thinkers, but it's not in a very flighty way. You immediately, it's like you're 50-50. You put a strategy to your magical power. I feel like you're very multi-talented, and you do put things in step-by-step processes. I feel like you're very good with habits. You probably have a really good daily routine, a night routine. There's certain things in your life that every day that you make sure that you do to keep you in check, right? And that's what's bringing you to this. Your next chapter is going to be this tornado. It's like you are going to stir a lot of chaos, but not in a bad way, in a good way. I think that you will be very influential, because I do feel like you give off this very mysterious and private. Some of you could be in the public eye, or that's where you're going towards, but there's a lot of people that have a very mysterious vibe about you, or you're very much a mystery. They're very intrigued. They like the way you dress, but you're very composed. You're very put together. Yes. I'm just getting like conversation too. People really like to talk to you, and you might even feel like what I'm getting is, let's say you're at an event and it's a networking event and you're talking to people, but let's say you have another event or you're traveling the next day. It's like you kind of put boundaries on how long you talk to people, or maybe how long you're going to stay there, because you have other things to do, but you still have to show up and show face. Because whoever you are, you have, I feel like you have a high position, or you're about to. And maybe that's why strategy is here too, because there's going to be a whirlwind of a lot of attention towards who you are naturally, and it's coming from you being your authentic self and putting something out there, whether you have a job or maybe, I feel like a lot of you are influencers. I'm getting a very influential vibe. And you're just, I feel like there's a really big ascendance in, I feel like it's going to be quickly. It's going to come in like the storm warning. And there's a need to stay grounded, but I don't think you're going to have a problem with that. I think you're just going to want to be able to process that so you can maintain your most authentic self. And so it doesn't, because I just feel like a lot of you, I mean, some of you could be getting really popular. Maybe you have a video that goes viral. Maybe just, I mean, and if that doesn't resonate for you, you could be just starting a job and you've been very authentic and you're really good at what you do, and you could just be moving up really quickly. But I am feeling this is more of an influencer vibe, and things are about to turn really quick for you. And maybe you've taken it as a step-by-step process, but this tornado is coming in. Okay. Yeah, it's coming in quick. So what you're being prepared for, I think, is more, just more exposure. But let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Tell me more for group number 1. Intense, exactly. Intense. There's a couple other, but there's too many that fell out. Intense. The intensity of a true soul connection. And I feel like this connection is within yourself. Show me just one more. tree. Tell the tree what you really think. Okay. And heart. Okay. Yeah. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of energy that is surrounding you, and it might even be overwhelming. So I feel like this is, because I feel like you're already grounded. Group 1, you're a pretty grounded person. I feel like you're really good with boundaries. But I do think that you are going to be getting either more responsibility or just the spotlight kind of on you in the future. And there's a need to, and it might be even a little bit intense. Let me pull some tarot. I'm just interested. Yeah, sun. You're going, look, from this hangman to the sun. Yeah, you're going from a more stagnant, very, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to shift for you, Group 1, in a big way. And I feel like you could be getting an opportunity that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's going to lead to a lot of people wanting your attention, a lot of people wanting to be in your energy. Yeah, look at that. Star. Stop. Influencer. And if you never thought of being that, by you just being yourself, you're drawing, there's going to be some kind of opportunity. So show me more. Yeah, that you don't expect. Look, unexpected 6 of Wands, fame. What? Strength, courage, you know, Knight of Pentacles. This is something, the 1, 2, 3 step-by-step process, Knight of Pentacles. There is going to be one particular offer that puts you to the 10 of Pentacles, and it's going to happen. Stop. What did I just say? What did I just say? Thanks, Spirit, for the confirmation. All right. So intense. This is why it's intense, okay? It's going to be something that you truly love, but it's going to put you outside of a comfort zone. And even though you're standing in your authentic power, you're exuding it. Because Group 1, I feel like you are at a point in your life when you're just like, I feel like you're very goal-oriented, but this is something that's unexpected. And I think it's going to really change your entire life. That's a storm. It's a good storm, but you're kind of a storm in society in the best way possible just by being you. And it has been a process to get where you are. Like, you should be so proud of yourself. And look, the moon. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. This is unexpected. This is something that you don't expect. It has not been revealed. I feel like it could happen quick. A lot of things could happen quick, especially with this 8 of Wands. This one offer is actually a very good offer. And I feel like a lot of you, and I'm not just going to say stuff like that just to amp people up, okay? I'm a pretty straight shooter. I would never want to give anyone false hope. So remember, this is a collective reading. Just take what resonates, because this can happen to a lot of people in different ways, okay? But this is basically like a hidden offer. You're being recognized for something that you have done. And if you have been putting yourself out there on the internet, or you are an influencer and you've been very strategic and have really shown up, and you've been mindful about the way that you present yourself, because you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself in the most authentic way, and you have built something, step-by-step process, you're being recognized, and shit's gonna change for you really quick, okay? Like, really quick. It's because you're magical power, okay? Wow. There's a stone coming, Group 1, and it's you. It's freaking you. I'm trying not to cuss too much, but I get excited, and, you know, intense. It is intense. I'm just getting to a tree. This is something that you're like, your heart is rooted in it, okay? This is something with the strength. This is something that you've just worked on yourself. You've worked on something to put yourself out there, or just who you are. And it's paying off. I do feel like most of you are influencers one way or another, or what you're doing you have a lot of passion for, and it has been a process. The Knight of Pentacles, you've been working on it for a minute. I mean, not a minute, but you know what I mean. Like, the Knight of Pentacles is, you put a lot of work into whatever this is, to your, and if it's not a certain project or, you know, some kind of platform or business, this is you. Some of you could be, you know, an actor or actresses, or I'm just getting musicians. You do something and you can't, it's like whatever this is, you can't not do it because you really do love it. And now you're about to be notorious. Okay. I love this. This is really awesome. Look, 9 of Pentacles. You're going from the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you could have success, but you're about to kick it up a notch. Look, the Empress. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, it's going to come in unexpectedly. Things are going to shift for you pretty quickly. So it depends on where your journey is and, you know, when it's meant to turn for you. Some of you, it's going to be sooner than others, and it's going to happen fast. So Temperance, there's a need to ground now. Get yourself grounded now. Get your ish in order, group 1. Yes, because it's about to get chaotic. All right, look at this. Yes, it's about to get chaotic. Okay, it's about to kick off. I feel like I'm just going to leave it there, okay? This is beautiful. If you resonate, please leave a comment in below, and I'm just going to move on to group 2. Go get them, group 1. You got it. You got it. Whoever you are, you got it, and you worked hard for it, and I feel like you did it authentically to who you are. And things are about to change for you in a really big way, okay? I love it. I love it. Remain humble, just like the Strength card. I feel like you will, though, but get excited and get your ish together. Anything you don't want to have to worry about when, you know, think about it that way. That's a good way to manifest, too. Like, what don't you want to have to worry about that you can control in your environment now? You know, like clean stuff out, minimalize, you know, make space for your new freaking life, which is going to pop off. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now, group number 2. Welcome. I want to say this is a Caribbean calcite. It's a heart. It has like this little black brown hole in the bottom. So maybe some of you have been heartbroken, but you don't have to be. Okay, so let's get into your cards, group 2. We have Debbie Harry from Blondie. Fools mistake their flesh for plastic. It's not enough to be beautiful. You need to know how to be beautiful. Stay open to new things, and you will never stagnate. Okay, so definitely wanting you to be open. So some of you, if you have a little chip on your heart, you need to stay open. But let's see what you're being prepared for. 15, appreciation. 16, patience. We all love that, don't we? Yay, patience. Remy Ma, courage. Oh, okay. Running away. Don't run away, group 2. Let's get into it. Proceed. Excuse me. Wow, it's so weird that my throat went out. excuse me, proceed with caution. Not everyone has your best interests at heart. Protect yourself. That's weird. You know what's weird too? I didn't see a lot of these cards and I just randomly picked these. I saw this card out of all the piles, but I just ran. So yeah, a lot of you probably have a little hole in your heart. Creativity from something that kind of recently happened, or maybe it's just trauma from younger years. Healing energy. Wow. Okay. And then we have the owl. Probably made you a little wiser. Alrighty. Okay. Welcome, group 2. So you have 15, 16. So I do believe that there was a shift in your life recently, maybe not so recently, depending on how big that hole in this little heart is. Okay. And I'm not laughing. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I do that just to cope, but I do feel like, I don't feel like you are running away. I feel like you walked away from something that wasn't serving you, whether it was a relationship or family dynamic. I think it was a big chunk of your life that you still kind of have, you kind of carry with you in a way. I think that you are somebody who is highly empathetic. I feel like you're deeply emotional. But I feel like you've been very hurt by a lot of people that were very close to you, whether that be one specific person, or maybe there's been a couple people in your life that have been very important that put a little ding in your heart, put a hole in your heart. I feel like you're just a very strong soul, but you're highly empathetic. You're very sensitive. Some of you could have been born on the 15th or 16th of the month. I think you're highly creative, and I think that you have an old soul energy. You're just a sweetheart, group 2. You just have a lot of love. Sorry, I'm just sitting in your energy. But I feel like you've done dirty because of your big heart. And I'm like, I just want to punch those people in the face because they hurt my group. Like, they hurt my group 2 people. Like, you have such a, like, really sweet energy. I feel like you're very loving. I feel like you give a lot to a lot of people in your relationships. I feel like you're somebody who is extremely just understanding and compassionate, and you're just nurturing, but you're also very wise, and you're very, very intelligent. I feel like you carry an inner wisdom with you. So some of you could be healers. You could be, I feel like group 2, you're definitely my intuitives, very creative. Some of you could be neurodivergent or ADHD, or you're just sensitive, okay, in the best way, because, and I say that because I have ADHD. Okay. And I'm like, I get it. I get your energy. I get that, you know, you're just sensitive, and I feel like you haven't gotten the appreciation, any appreciation from some people, or I don't know, I just feel like you've been in a lot of relationships with people that didn't reciprocate what you give, you know? So there's a lot of people that really, I'm just going to be real, that really don't deserve your love, because you love really, really deeply and really big, and you just don't know how to not do that, because that's who you are. Okay. So I'm sending you a big hug, group 2. Okay. Yeah, you have a very healing energy. Okay. So I feel like too, you need to, either you need to be better with boundaries, or you have become better, or you are becoming better. Proceed with caution. Not everyone has your best interests at heart. I feel like this is kind of a passing, or this is the era that you're stepping into. It's more like of a villain era, because if you look, if you look at Remy Ma, she's like, she could look sweet, or she looks like she could tear you apart, right? You could look at that in two different ways. Yeah, I feel like energetically, you just pick up things, you just absorb it, right? And it's hard to not help people, just because I think putting up boundaries and how much you give to others has been a very, maybe it's been a something that's been more recently worked on, or more recently made aware of how much you put into other people and how much you get back, because you do absorb a lot of energy like a sponge. So just make sure that you're cleaning your energy and just being very discerning on, you know, who you let in your space. Okay. So I am going to get some tarot. Let's see. So your next era, I feel... Yeah, look, I went to cut the deck, and this is what happens, I feel like, in a lot of your relationships. It's like you carry everything just because you can, right? And you deserve the 10 of Pentacles, or maybe you think that these people are going to be in your life forever and that you're going to grow and build with them, but really it ends up like this. So let's get into it, group 2. I feel like you're coming into a villa era. Yeah, you're like moving on from that, okay? Some of you are moving on from a situation that was rather toxic. I'm getting narcissist, empath connection too, and you decided to leave something behind because you wanted more. Or maybe if you haven't yet, this is a confirmation, okay? I feel like you have been in connections, and that this is more than romantic. This could be friends, this could be family, with people that are very much in and out of your life. And let's say you help someone out. Yeah, it has been very disappointing. Thanks, Spirit. But you help someone out, and then, you know, like the one time that you ask them for a favor, they're like, oh, you know, it's like that person can never help you out. And we have the 6 of Wands at the bottom. And I think that's something that you really recognized, especially in love connections. I feel like you could have been very, because you're such a romantic at heart. Like you're lovers, you love, right? And I feel like that has been a struggle for you, because I feel like whoever you're in a connection with, they show up as this like Knight of Cups, which is very rose-colored glasses, and then you're not seeing what's kind of hidden beneath the surface. So some of you, this reading is to do some shadow work, and that's, you know, proceed with caution, everyone. I meant to say does not have. Yeah, not everyone has, sorry. I don't know why. Yikes. Not everyone has your best interest at heart. I feel like that's something that you've really had to protect yourself against, and maybe that's something that you need to work on in the future. I feel like maybe you're just trusting, and you want to see the best out of people, you know? Yeah, the High Priestess is there, and the King of Wands. You could have been dealing with a fire sign. You don't necessarily have to, or you just took more action on listening and rebuilding your intuition, which is already strongly, like you have a very strong intuition and a very healing energy. So tell me more about group 2 and their next chapter and what they're being prepared for. Knight of Wands. Okay, tell me more. What about the Knight of Wands? Oh, I knew. I almost called that and I didn't. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Is this a past person? What's the relationship of the Knight of Wands to group 2? Yep. Oh boy, that was a lot. They're like here. all these cards. 5 of Swords, the Strength card, and the 9 of Swords. This is, I do believe this could be a past person, okay? And here you are sitting like the 9 of Cups and the Hangman and really working. Look, this is coming out, okay? High Priestess, Magician, Ace of Wands. There's somebody that's sees you in this 9 of Cups energy, whether it's now or in the future, okay? The Hangman, you have either walked away from this person or maybe you're about to, but this is something that you need to know. You're in this, I can do it. I think that you had a change in perspective. You're making yourself happy. You're very content in where you are. And I hate to say this, and maybe it's not going to be for all of you. So I'm going to pull other cards, and don't click off because I am going to, I feel like there's 2 major groups of people here. Okay. There is somebody from your past. And I hate to say that. I feel like it's somebody that comes in and out of your life that wants to bind you in some way and keep you stuck, okay? And this is a person that, I mean, you could have been connected to them for 7 years. You could have went back and forth with this person. I just feel like there was a long-term relationship, whether it could have been even a best friend that comes back. You know, it's kind of like this toxic pull where they start a lot of drama and they're, you know, you guys fight, you're disappointed in this person. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, or it's just a family member. Please take it how it resonates. Remember, this is a collective reading. This person created a lot of drama, mental conflict that you actually, I feel like you overcame by yourself. This connection with this person was energetically very much draining. And the energy that I'm feeling from the Lovers and the Devil, I do not like it. I'm just here, it's like karma, right? Karmic lesson. Yeah, that left you here. Okay. It was probably very passionate. Ace of Wands probably had a lot of energy, a lot of passion. And you're in this healing. So this person could come flying back in just to create some kind of illusion, right? Same passionate stick there. Hey, I'm back in town. Hey. Yeah, I feel like this person is very manipulative and you're just like, what do you want? Yes, what do you want? So why is this important to what they're getting prepared for? Maybe you just need to prepare because you've been on a healing journey. I feel like you're in a creative flow and the appreciation. Yeah, this person's trying to hold on to you. 6 of Cups, confirmation. This is someone you've known for a while. Okay. Yeah, that left you here just out in the cold. This person's aggressive one. Page of Wands, so probably come in pretty hot, pretty quick. I feel like there's something with pressure here. They're going to try to pressure you because you're sitting in the 9 of Cups energy, okay? With the Hangman, you could have taken some time to yourself. You've been working on yourself, and this person's coming in like a bat out of hell. But they haven't changed. They just want to be this double energy. They want to keep you stuck in some way. And I feel like this is a test for you. This person with the Five of Swords, they just want control. And they want to keep you stuck. Yeah, look at this. You've already learned that lesson, okay? And I feel like that's when you're going to realize what transformation and how much of a transformation you went through. That's going to be a huge milestone for you, because I do think that you're going to be like, nope, sorry, Knight of Wands, why don't you turn your little horse around and go to someone else, because we're done. We're done. I've moved on from you. I'm going towards my 10 of Cups. Yeah, moving forward. I have moved forward. I have made a huge transition. Some of you could have actually moved from this person. They're like, we're traveling to you. You know, you have found your 10 of Cups, whether it's with someone else or it's just within yourself, okay? Six of Pentacles, the Fool. Yep, that's it. It's like you're in a spot where you feel like you're not going to take bullshit people anymore. And you're going to be very clear about that and be like, nope, I was pretty clear. Like, you've done this too many times. That chapter is completely closed. I've moved on. Some of you could even be with someone else when this person comes back in, or just you're in a whole new life. You've moved on. You're not taking people that breadcrumb or just give you the bare minimal. You're not doing it anymore. With the Fool, you're in so much of a better place. You have the World and then the Fool. This is the last of the major arcana in the tarot deck. This is closing out a huge cycle. And might be what you are being prepared for, is when this person comes back in, just like I said, like a bat out of hell. Hey, I'm in town. You know, same person. This person has not changed, but you have. And I think you're just going to surprise the hell out of yourself when you're like, nope. It's like clearly cut. I don't want this anymore. You know, and I think that's going to be a huge milestone for you. And it's going to be so freaking freeing. So just heads up, because this person might come in like this Page of Cups and Knight of Wands trying to schmooze you, or I feel like what you're being prepared for. And I feel like there was a significant amount of time before when you last saw this person. And that's why there's a need to have patience with yourself and the strength and courage to not cuss this mofo out and be like, you know why. They're not going to own up to it. This person is going to deny whatever they did. They're going to throw some rosy colored glasses on and be like, this, and it's not going to work this time. And that's what you should be prepared for, because that was a really hard lesson. I feel like the last time that you saw this person, or when you decided to cut them out initially, I do feel like they're like, well, we'll just wait some more time and then we'll just come back in. But this was a really hard lesson for you. And after this last time, because I feel like this person and you had very many cycles, you're just like, no, hard lesson. Or maybe you realize that it was, that transformation that happened in a lot of relationships that you've had in your life when you did some reflection. Like this Hangman, it probably brought a lot of things to light. The way that you show up in relationships, the way that you allow others to treat you in relationships. I just feel like this was a huge transformation. And when this person comes back, even if they apologize and they want to give you things, or they want to just kind of butter you up, I think that this person you see things for what they are now. You see them clearly. You could see them completely in a different light. And that's going to be a huge milestone. And what you're being prepared for is to really be, I mean, you should already be proud of yourself, but the way that you, I feel like, are going to handle this person, because you see them in a completely different perspective, you're just going to handle yourself with such composure, because I feel like there could have been an old version of you that is like, I'm going to tell this mofo, what do you mean, and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, you've done so much healing and work, and that's why it was a need to take like patience. And when I touch this card, I think divine timing. There was a need for you to kind of really take a little bit of a time out to see what was going on. Proceed with caution, but you're showing up as that Queen of Swords. Okay. And if you don't come to the Queen of Swords correct, she'll be like, get out, cut this shit. It's not working. What do you want? Wish you the best, but don't come around here no more. Okay. Shop's closed. Okay. Wish you the best. Love and light. Get the fuck out of here. You know? So I'm just going to leave it there, group 2, because that's a bold ending, and courage. It probably will take you a lot of courage to speak up. And I think that you'll be well-spoken and clear and respectful. It's not like you're going to curse this person out, because I think that you've done so much work on yourself that you're like, they're not even worth me getting mad at anymore. Because, you know, like and doesn't mean you can't call them on their shit, you know, but you're not going to allow them to play games with you. And it's just, you're done. So heads up. Okay. Heads up. Okay. So I'm going to move on to group 3. We're going to give fuck yeah to group 2. Yes. Yes. Okay. Welcome, group 3. I'm going to spray a little Florida water. Yes. Let's energize. All right. Group number 3. Welcome. We have the little golden cat. I love that little thing. Okay, so group 3, welcome. Hello, how's it going? Let's see. I'm really interested. I only saw the top card and maybe a couple that flipped over, but I like to be surprised just like you. Okay, so we have share. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. I love this deck. Bad taste trumps no taste any day. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. Yes. Yes. Cher's got that black cat vibe too. I love it. Number 29, the world. Number 12, the temple path. Oh, you are black cats, aren't you, group 3? Yeah, Cardi B personality. I love Cardi. And I love Cher. I mean, who doesn't? We have karmic lesson. Create more. Put yourself out there. It's time. Oh, handwritten deck. He's not the man. He's the mistake. Okay. Maybe aligning with the karmic lesson or woman, whatever. Good fortune. Love that. And we have union. Okay. He's not. Scorpion. Yes. Cher probably has, I haven't seen her chart, but I feel like she might be like a Scorpio rising or something. Scorpio Venus. All right, group 3. Let's get into it, shall we? Group 3, just let me marinate on this energy really quick. You have one, you're definitely mystical. Okay. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I feel like group 3, you're kind of in a villain era too. And when I say villain era, I mean being authentically you and not caring about what other people say. You know, you're showing up as your authentic self. You're probably coming out of some kind of karmic lesson that made you feel the need to protect yourself. Even her moto jacket, you know, it's a little bit thick, right? Because I'm getting thick skin. There's something that thickened your skin and put you maybe on a spiritual path, or yeah, you're definitely on a very special path. I'll say that. Sorry. You have a really big energy, so I'm trying to there's a lot coming through for you, group 3, and it's a really powerful energy. You have a very big impact, but a very humble, modest energy. Very cool, laid back. But you have this, your personality attracts a lot of people. I feel like you're edgy, but you're a little mystical, you know, and very, some of you could be a little witchy, or just there's something different about you. There's something, because I'm getting, other than Scorpio here, right? And in this deck, the scorpion is a fire sign because it's a desert animal. But I feel like you could have a lot of Mars in your chart, or this is a time period where Mars is really highlighted on how you take action, on how you show up, or maybe it's just coming out of your shell and being more vulnerable. I do feel, I feel like you're not somebody to make mad. I'll tell you that. I don't know. You just have this like cool, like very chill vibe. But there's something like dark and mysterious and about you, you know? So let's get more on what this era is. I feel like maybe for some of you, you could have been in a hermit mode, or just very selective on who you were around, or, and it was because of this karmic lesson. I think you've been very protective of yourself and who, excuse me, you left, or you allow in your energy. Maybe some of you been in like a respite or a rest state. But or you could have been on some kind of spiritual path where I'm getting hermit mode, like dark night of the soul. And now it's time to rebirth. Okay. It's time to rebirth. It's time to pop out. All right, group 3, that's what you're getting prepared for. You've done the work. Now it's time. It's time to come out of your cave. Okay. And explore the world. Okay, let's see. For group 3. Good fortune and union. So group 3, you've reached a milestone in your healing journey is what I'm getting. And now it's time to kind of put yourself out there, kind of like Cardi B, like, hey, Cher is like not having it. So different, right? Different worlds, even just like this, okay? Dark side, light side, all right? 2 different worlds. It's time to come out now. All right? Facial expressions even. So what else for group 3? I'm feeling too it's time for you to be vulnerable with allowing others in. I have to call you out, group 3. I do it out of love, okay? Yep. 2 of Wands, Page of Wands. You already left something behind, and now you've been sitting, yeah, 6 of Wands. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, stop. You might be drawn to group 1. The world is your oyster, and now it's time to go explore it. You've been on a path for a little bit. I feel like there's a sense of adventure and excitement, and with the 6 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Emperor on the deck cut. Stop with the Knight of Pentacles. You've been on your own spiritual healing journey. I feel like you've been very focused on yourself, self-care, healing, because he's not the man, he's a mistake. I don't even know what I wrote down that deck. I'm still, when I shuffle it, I'm like, I forgot I did that one. Yeah, this person brought a lot of bullshit into your life. King of Swords, 5 of Wands, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos. Maybe even made you compete, and I feel like that shut you down. So, and now there's 2 kings. King of Swords, King of Wands. There could be somebody new coming into your life, but you have to kind of get back out there. You've already left something behind, and I feel like you have done your healing work, group 3. Yeah, and now we have another king. Yeah, I do feel like with good fortune, this is... You got to pop out a little bit, though, because I feel like I'm like, love to love, but you want something that's reciprocal. I'm just feeling there's a surprise, and it's coming in. It's on the horizon, but you have been in this 5 of Pentacles, which is fine, but you put the work into yourself with the 7 of Pentacles. You know that you want something long-term. You don't want something that's going to leave you in... For some of you, you could still be really honing in on what happened in the past and reflecting on that, and you're just, it's time to turn around and, you know, experience the new 2 of Cups, because one, I feel like you do have a really magnetic personality, and you're just like, I'm just getting like a very cool energy. Like, people want to know about you. I feel like you're a really interesting person to talk to. And I feel like there's a sense of people don't know what to expect from you. All right. We have the Judgment and the 3 of Swords. Yeah. So this is what that shift was. But... And of course, always use your own discernment, but with your good fortune, I do believe that you've learned the hard lesson in love, and now that Judgment is popping out. Okay, it's popping out. It's time. Look, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. You got a couple. You might even have a choice between 2. Okay. Maybe this is what you're getting prepared for, because when you do pop out, you're going to get a lot of people like Knight of Swords, Tower, and it might even be shocking to you. And it's because of your personality and the way that you show up and just who you are. And I just feel like you have this mysterious, yes, The Nine of Cups wanted to come out. This mysterious vibe, and we have the Nine of Pentacles too. So a lot of very, like, you're very strong in who you are. And I feel like you could have isolated yourself for good reason, right? You're in between worlds. You probably went on a spiritual journey. This is heavy energy. But now it's time, because there's some opportunities coming in, and actually good, like a legit, really good connection that is something that's reciprocal, and it's going to help you expand. For some of you, this is something that you've always wanted. Yes, Six of Cups. You have a soulmate, and I'm not getting past person energy. I feel like he's not the man, he's a mistake. That was a lesson, okay? Or woman, yeah. You've had some time where you have been probably single for a while. Hangman, you're looking at things differently. You're showing up differently, you know, and you're not about drama. You're not gonna, and that's probably why you've been very, a little closed off to maybe dating or people or just relationships. Yeah, Four of Swords, because you've been healing. Death, transformation, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you have let go of something that you held back. Some of you could still be in that phase, is what I'm getting. But this was a karmic lesson. It was meant to help you. And I know it sucks, and it's easier for me to say. And look, we got Strength at the bottom of the deck. This is something that was meant to help change you. This was part of your ascension and relying on yourself and seeing things for what they are. My throat chakra keeps getting blocked, and I'm not sick, and I've had no problems all day. So maybe you didn't speak up like you should, or set boundaries. But I feel like what this Three of Swords, it almost diminished a piece of your soul a little bit. And I know it sounds extreme and intense, but this was intense. Whatever this Three of Swords put you in, it could have been family members, a friend group, and, you know, you could have karmic lessons with family. So just please take it how it resonates. I do feel like for most of you, or the majority of the energy that I feel is for a romantic relationship. And I feel like it was either hard to let go. Yeah, we have the strength, but it was meant to teach you. And walk away from things that don't serve you, that you're, you know, walking away from things that don't serve you. And this was a big thing. With the Hierophant, you could have been married to this person or thought Knight of Wands, but they were just non-committal. The Hermit, which puts you in that Hermit energy, which it's time to, this is what you need to come out of. Nine of Wands. It wounded you. Four of Cups. Yes, Five of Wands. But now it's time to break ground. And I do feel like there is a love connection coming in, but you're just like, yeah, maybe. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options that you don't see coming. And I feel like this is something, yeah, it's like a lot of you, this is love, or just somebody that was close to you. Very betrayed. And I'm not saying that you don't have a right to feel this way, because this is gnarly energy, okay? But it's time to rebuild and really put yourself out there, because the work that you put in, you've already done it. Now it's time to move forward into that, the star energy popping out, Nine of Cups, yeah. Show yourself, group 3. Show yourself. You've healed. Temperance, you're at a good spot. It's time to get out with the 3 of Cups. Get out with friends. You don't have to necessarily go date, but just get out with the 3 of Cups. Go celebrate yourself, okay? Like Cardi B would. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. See, you got someone new coming in. Empress. Oh, 10 of Cups, stop. The Chariot and Justice. 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Do not keep yourself in this 8 of Swords. That's what you're being prepared for. You're going to need to take a leap. You're going to need, and I feel like, was this the same in group 2? You're going to need to take a leap on this new person because they're going to be your freaking 10 of Cups and treat you like the freaking Empress or Emperor. And with the Chariot, this is something... I feel like you're going to have some willpower, but just know this is your karmic justice. This is the connection that is leading you to your freaking 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles and that milestone of a relationship. And just because the 8 of Swords can be a disbelief, and because of this, you're extra protective, as you should be, because this is gnarly, okay? Big shift. But the scales are balancing to where you freaking know yourself so much better after going through this. You've had a lot of time. I feel like you've had a lot of, I mean, group 3, you definitely went through a dark night of the soul, and I think you actually put the effort into. This was a really, really big karmic lesson for you. But please know that because the Temperance, this is something that you are balanced within yourself, and that's why it's coming in. But the universe, God, the higher power, they want you to get out, and it's time to be vulnerable, and it's time to have fun, and it's time to show your personality. Because I don't know, I'm just getting, some of you have a dry sense of humor, and the others of you, like to your close friends, you are hilarious, but on surface level, I feel like you should show up as Cher, right? But to your closest friends and people, they know you like this Cardi B energy, right? I'm just getting dry sense of humor. You don't have to, but I think that you are absolutely, like, not a lot of people get to see your side, because I think you're very protected, and you absolutely have a reason to be, but it's now time to come out and get out there. You need to get out. You need to get out of the house, okay? You've done a lot of healing work. You've done a great job at healing, and now it's time to have some fun, okay? Be this sly little fox, right? Excited for what's to come, and put yourself out there, because I feel like you've moved a path past most of the hard obstacles, or a very, very hard lesson in love, whether it was romantic or with your family or friends or whatever the case. But you're getting into this era of good fortune in your relationships. For a lot of you, you're getting this karmic justice. This is something brand new. And this is a person, the King of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. But this is somebody that wants to invest long-term. They're very stable. They're very grounded. They know what they want. They're very clear in communication. And they want to build something with someone for the long haul. You know, like they're committed for the long haul. The King of Pentacles is not a person that wants to just be in and out of people's life. You know, he wants stable relationships, stable, you know, he's probably very into daily habits and routines, but he puts his energy into people that he wants to invest in for the long term. And I feel like that's what you have wanted for a really long time, that you didn't get with this person, but you have to get out. Okay. And I say this with love because your karmic justice, this is beautiful. The Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, this is what you're moving on to. This is something that's balanced. This is something that flows. This is something that is worth taking the risk on. And for a lot of you, you really have to really choose, because maybe you're still in that healing process. You have to release and let go of this, okay? In order for this to come in and to put yourself out there more. And maybe that's something you still are fighting with or working on, but just trust yourself, okay? Because after this karmic lesson and process and learning to protect yourself and the transformation and healing that you've done, you need to trust yourself, and you need to trust yourself that you're not going to put yourself in a position like that again. Because this was a big lesson. Like, you're not going to do this again. Ever. Okay? So I'm just going to leave it there, group 3. And I'm going to move on to group 4. Beautiful, powerful reading. He's not the man, he's the mistake. Yikes. That's right, you know. Okay, group number 4. Last but not least. Make sure we're still recording. Okay, group number 4. Welcome. Welcome, group 4. If you chose this obsidian arrowhead crystal, is it arrowhead? Yeah. I don't know, pretty cool. Then this is your reading. Welcome. So let's see, group 4. Let me get some water. What do we got? Let do a little cleanse. Okay. We have Iggy Pop. Don't waste time growing up. Turn rejection into an art form. If you want inspiration, you have to sneak up on it and catch it unawares. Okay. We have Deceit. Number 25. Number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. We have Mia X, Strength. Be the person you see yourself being in 5 years right now. Get off your arse and on your feet. Okay? All right. Blessed Day. Group 3, Karmic Justice. And we have the Bee. Okay. Did I say group 3? Maybe some of you are from group 3. Welcome, group 4. The numbers 25 and 35 could be significant. They don't have to be. Be the person you see being yourself being in 5 years right now. Get off your arse and on your feet. All right, time to move. Time to move. I'm just getting, though, I feel like a lot of you have a lot of energy, and maybe you just haven't felt stagnant. And that's I'm just getting that's created like a buzz. Okay, people are wondering where you're at and what you're doing. I feel like a lot of you have been silent for a while. Some of you could like punk rock too, or play the drums. I love the drums. Okay. Let's get into it though. Deceit. I feel like deceit, there's something a lot of people are wondering about you. I feel like a lot of people, if you just kind of stepped out of a circle that you used to run in, or maybe you just have been a little bit quiet. Yeah, a little bit to yourself, a little bit thinking. You've been in an era where with the Seven of Cups and the Hangman, I mean, that's very dreamy energy, very imaginative. I feel like some of you could have been working, but now it's time to put something into gear is what I'm getting. You've been working on something. I feel like it's undercover though. Yeah, you've been busy. Yes, Ace of Swords. You had some kind of breakthrough. You could have even had an idea that you've been working on. Yeah. Some of you could have beat some kind of addiction, or maybe had a breakthrough that yeah, kind of, I just feel like I'm just getting like addiction. And addiction could be anything, a way of thinking. Relationships, we have the King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, yeah. Wow, these are the same cards that came out in the last reading. Different deck. Grieving, some of you could have been grieving. You're very creative though, Group 4. I'm getting a very visionary. You have a really big imagination. Maybe that's why I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy. You could probably get stuck in your head is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of thoughts just like running and running. High Priestess, yeah, a lot of you are intuitive. You've been keeping to yourself. You have been working on something in secret. Yeah, yes, an idea that you've been planning, and there could be some kind of breakout moment when you're ready to kind of push it forward. This is something you're passionate about. So a lot of people are wondering, so Group 4, not that this is, but I feel like you kind of dropped off like the grid, not the grid, you got out of Dodge. Or just you went quiet. And I don't think deceit is anything of betrayal. I think that you were just like just sitting in a state of just you're working, manifesting, you're creating something. And I feel like you've been really silent about this. I got a super eye ring. Yeah, my left ear is. This is something you could have even had a hidden passion. 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is something that brings you immense joy. Hierophant. Wow. So what are they getting prepared for? I feel like this is like something you've been working on or overcoming. Because I am still getting, there's something that... It's like you were breaking an addiction of some sort. Like I said, it could have even been like cussing or something like that. But you shifted your energy. There's something you have been working on that you haven't told a lot of people about. It could have been an idea and you have been putting a lot of energy into it. You alchemize something that... So I feel like this came in a period of grief or disappointment. Maybe it was even depression within yourself, because I'm getting like addiction, or it's like a very, you just weren't feeling good about yourself. You weren't feeling yourself, and you you alchemize something into something that's actually going to put you in a really high position. And now it's time to kind of bring it out, or you're getting ready to bring it out. This is something I feel like you kept it from a lot of people. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunity. Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You could have been holding something back, or this person could have been holding you back, or this is somebody you could have moved on from. Somebody that was keeping you kind of stuck in your head. And now we have the Queen of Cups and the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I have to say this. I'm like, I just freaking have to say it. Yeah. I was going to say, there's a situation here between two people, okay? I'm like, this actually has to do with a romantic connection. Yeah. You actually, and I have to say it because I'm feeling it really strongly. For others of you, group 4, you have a choice between two people. And I think that you chose to walk away from someone. Could have been an earth sign, doesn't have to be. It was someone that really disappointed you. And I think you made the choice to walk away, and you've been very silent. Yeah, I feel like you have been putting a lot of work into yourself. The Knight of Pentacles, I think you've been on quite the journey and have gained a lot of clarity. I feel like you moved. There was a distant move, is what I'm saying. Yeah, some of you moved away from this person because there was some kind of aha moment that you had with this King of Pentacles person. King, Queen, don't take the gender, but this was someone in their masculine energy that was rather disappointing. You made the choice to leave, but this is a lot of internal energy that you've been going through. And I feel like there was something that was hidden or in secret. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this is how you thought they were showing up, but there was some kind of truth or clarity that showed that they were actually this Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Wands person, which is very non-committal, very in and out, very wand oriented or sexual energy, impulsive. And so I feel like you moved yourself out of that situation. But, and I think that was, whether you're male or female, like you, if you're a female watching this, and switch the roles, you know, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But this person, I feel like there was like a hold, and the Chariot, you didn't see yourself paving this path. Or you were stuck in a path, and there was some kind of course correction where you were on one path, but there was something that shifted here. And this is a new person. Blessed day, yeah. Karmic justice. This person is your karmic justice. This is a higher level soulmate. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Moon, the Wheel, and the Page with the Two of Cups. Okay, yeah. All right, that took a shift. Surprise, yeah, wow, okay. For others, if you excuse me. Yeah, Empress, 6 of Cups. For those of you that resonate with, because some of you I do feel like it's a project, others of you that's a very specific storyline that I came across. Judgment, the Fool. So, yeah, okay. God, this is coming up in a lot of my readings. So, regardless of what your situation is, and here's how I'm going to lay it down, group 4. Get ready. We're laying it down, okay? Regardless of your situation, you need to stay on your path, okay? Because what's coming in is going to be a test of how committed you are to a new beginning. And being able to leave the past in the past of whatever that was. It's like a day of reckoning. Not that you won't get what is coming in, because what's coming in, it's going to come in. But I feel like there's a really big need for discernment. Because when I was saying about, I was getting an addictive feeling, it's kind of a test is if you're going to, because I feel like you're going to be tested, group 4. And for some of you, it could be a connection. Others of you, this is when whatever you've been working on in silence and you're about to bring it out and you've alchemized, and it's like this rebirth, right? This glow up. But you're putting something out there into the world. And I feel like you've been working on something. Some of you, it could have been music. Others of you, this was, if you resonate with the relationship part, it was something that really took you for a loop. I feel like there was something that maybe you didn't even see. I am getting for some of you, like there was someone else involved that you didn't know, but yeah, there was some kind of recognition of being juggled or just not being told the truth. Somebody was sneaky. I feel like there is a need, regardless of the situation, to because I feel like life is about to kick up for you, group 4. That's what you're being prepared for. And there is a need to really make sure, because with this bee, it's like you're popping back out after a hermit mode, and you're either putting yourself back out there just in general, maybe you're posting more on social media, or you're putting something you've been working on that you have a lot of passion for. Because I do get that for some of you, and there's going to be somebody that wants to sabotage it, and it's going to be somebody that wants to kind of test this like new you with the Fool. And there's a real need to be very discerning and be very straightforward with shutting that shit down, because I think that it put you into a bad situation before. I feel like there's people that lied to you. For those of you in a connection, I do think this person had like a third party. They juggled you, and you could have been in a commitment with them, or maybe thought that you were going to be in a commitment with them, but there was... Ugh. And then you have this new person that's coming in that sees you as a wish fulfillment, sees daydreams about having a higher level of commitment or all the possibilities that a connection with you could have, but there's a sense of needing to be vulnerable with who you are, or just putting something out there. You're very protected with Archangel Michael. But this really comes down to the courage to have to allow yourself to really, one, be open to this new chapter. And I want to say, I don't know why I want to say it was getting active, like active, and actively taking initiative, because it's time to pop out, you know, it's time to know that like things are actually turning in your favor, and it's safe to bring out what you've been working on, whether it be yourself or a project, because I do feel like you are going to be very valued and admired and looked up to. And I feel like that's what you're being prepared for, is a shift in energy to where you're kind of a buzz. You know, think of like Iggy Pop, like he was one of the inventors of like punk rock, you know, and he's so different and has such, you know, a unique story. And has a very unique way of thinking. And I think group 4, you do too, but I think that you've been, and I feel like a lot of the piles maybe have something similar, where you've been casted out in some kind of way. I feel like you have been taken advantage of. For some of you, I do feel like there was somebody that really disappointed you, and you've had to make the choice to cut them out of your life because they were very toxic, and you closed that cycle. And I think you probably went a little silent because you've been working on yourself. And a lot of you, like, I do feel like you've been working on some kind of passion project, and you alchemize this pain. For some of you, you could even be artists or something, and you've done something with your art, and now it's time to put yourself out there. Because for those of you that do want a higher level of connection, this is what's coming in, and that's what you need to be prepared for too. And I do think this person, there's something with career and love. So I don't know if this person is going to be part of this new journey that you don't kind of see coming, but they're part of your path. With the moon and the wheel of fortune, I mean, they're like, mind your business. You're not, it's an unexpected turn of events. So you could even work with this person, but you have to do something to put yourself out there. Because whatever you're doing, it's going to create a buzz. Some of you are already doing it, but for those of you that have wanted a higher level of commitment, you're actually going to meet somebody who matches you. And they see you as a wish fulfillment, and endless possibilities because they get you. You both have the same values, and there's something serendipitous that happens here. And I think that's what you need to get prepared for. Because there's something, there's something that's really, I don't know, there's something very, I don't know how to say it. I'm just like it's like groundbreaking. I feel like, you know, and I'm not having an earthquake here. It's just something that's like, it's like that rumble, you know, and you're like, oh, what was that? Was it an earthquake? Did a really big truck go by? I don't know. You can't really, but you feel it, and then, I don't know. I just feel like something's really going to shift in a really big way for you. And for those of you that aren't looking for a partner, this is somebody that sees you, that is going to help you be successful. They could be a mentor or a partner, maybe a manager of some sort. I mean, who knows? There's so many possibilities that could happen in this shift of what you're being prepared for. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, but you were stuck in something before and it wasn't serving you. And I feel like you got a lot of clarity, but it puts you in the position for a lot of new opportunities to come in. And that's what you're being prepared for. So be prepared to leap, be prepared to be the buzz. I just keep getting buzz, you know. I feel like you're going to draw a lot of attention, but there's one, or maybe it's just you know, the Hierophant could be an institution of people or just an organization, you know, a management company. If you're a musician, something is rumbling, group 4, okay? And it's about to pop off. So it's time. Get off your arse on your feet. It's time to move. It's time to come out, you know. It's time to get to work one way or another, okay? Especially if you're an artist and you're working on something, maybe you had, you know, this bad breakup or a traumatic event that happened, and you've been isolated, you've been working on yourself and healing yourself, and you wrote, you know, throughout your healing, wrote a new album, okay? It's time to put some demos out there, group 4, okay? You know, get your paintings out there. I just feel like a lot of you are artists, and I mean, you don't have to be, but you're able to, maybe some of you write or journal, and if not, I feel like you should, because I feel like it's something that could actually not only help you through your healing process, but help others. Okay. And maybe this person has something to do with that too. Maybe they can mentor, and you find you're like, I can't play any musical instruments, but you find out that you're a really good lyricist or songwriter, you know, or write this killer movie script of all the bullshit that you went through. And it's something that comes out and it's bold, and it, you know, just like Iggy Pop, he's bold, he's different. And I feel like what you're being prepared for is something that you have alchemized from something either traumatic or a really big lesson that you had to learn in life, and you're alchemizing it into art of some sort that is meant to inspire others. Or it's supposed to get you recognized in some way. And I feel like a lot of you, it could be to meet some of your soul family or your actual person, your higher level commitment person that gets you. Maybe you guys work on a project, you know, together. With the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, And the Page of Cups, like, the opportunities are endless. You know, very imaginative, very creative, very spiritual, very, you know, I just getting serendipitous, whether it's a romantic connection or this is someone that you really build something monumental with, and doing something that you love with, letting, allowing your creative energy to just flow, you know, and it's helping you heal, and it's helping others heal in some kind of way. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you, group number 4. That was kind of all over the place, that reading, the last group. But I don't know. I hope it wasn't, because maybe that's how you feel right now. I just feel like there's a lot of different things that are going on at this time, and maybe that's when this shift happens, and that's the leap that you have to take, you know. There's a lot going on. Yeah, you could be juggling a lot. Just trust in yourself. And not everyone's out to deceive you. And I know it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to believe that, you know, after like such disappointment, but it also got you into a place where you can alchemize that into something beautiful and impactful, and something that is going to impact the world, you know. And don't let negative thinking or fear of rejection, especially if you are an artist, put it out there, and it's something that has been created through healing or emotion, because you have no idea how impactful that is. Create the buzz. Don't be afraid to create the buzz, okay? And get off your arse and on your feet. Right now. Go, go. Okay? I love you guys. Take care. Bye.